think everybody should be able to hear us now. There we go. Okay, sorry guys, I just realized that the Logitech drivers update from this morning
Sorry.
actually, Mac, actually killed my audio here as well. Okay, Mac.
No, I was just logging into your stream and
got the ad. Yeah, no worries.
I got the advert, yeah.
No worries, no worries. All right, okay. I started Explain just now, and I had the most miserable frame rate again, so I killed it. Now I'm back in Xorganizer, and I'm resetting up because I need to get rid of any and everything that might be causing a problem. I do not want to do a skew or bogus test. I want a proper test, so I need to make sure that everything is set up proper. Okay, so guys, just to put everybody on the stream into focus here and what's happening is this isn't really just a flight. This is actually a test flight. I think I put that in the name of the stream.
Yes.
Okay, so basically we discovered a problem, and it's interesting that it's only us team guys who know about it. We haven't seen a single report of it on the forum or on Facebook or on Discord or anywhere. So if you haven't seen it, fantastic. You're going to see it now if you stick around long enough. And Zibo asked me to do a test for him, and you're welcome to stick around and have a look, see what's happening. And that's the background. That's what we're here for tonight. So it's kind of a different format than what you might think of a normal flight or normal stream would be, but it is what it is. And we're going to do what we need to do.
There was a post somewhere, Nico, that is also possibly relevant to this.
Is it? I missed that one.
Let me see.
Okay, so we've got,
if you go to Zibo chat, today whilst at cruise, I changed the cruise speed from 278 to 282.
I saw that one. Yeah, but I didn't initially put the two and two together, but it could be related. It could have some influence. So yeah, it could be, but it's not the exact same thing as what we had. That's what I'm trying to say.
No. So. Also, I noticed that my climb speed in AIS was higher than my cruise speed. So when I got to top of descent, I actually had to slow down. Top of
climb.
Yeah, I actually had to slow down.
Is that what happened with you personally, or what the guy is saying?
No, that's what happened to me personally.
That's interesting. Flight simulation. Sorry, Mac.
I was just going to say there are certain things that you can look out for when you're doing your stream. That's all. Nico.
Well, with you, you're going to remind me, I'm sure. So, flight simulation and Robert, welcome, guys. I just hope for a good start of Explain. I just want to check the settings. Tell you what happened with Explain itself. In the Zibo pilots group, somebody put some pictures of Key West, and there was speculation it might be Explain 12. Okay, so I went in and I pulled all my sliders to the right. Now, as far as I know, I brought the sliders back to where they were, but it might be that my texture resolutions are too high, and that's also why I get terrible frame rates. So I just want to have a look, see quickly. Andrew, welcome. Right, let's go to settings first. Let's see what's spotting here. Yeah, those textures need to change. They can't be that high. That's possibly one of the reasons why I'm getting the terrible frame rates. So I need to restart again. So for some reason that didn't reset. But anyway, we're trying again. While we're waiting, I'm going to quickly set up this flight for the VA as well in the cars here. Hello, Thunder. Hello, Rab.
Hi, Nico.
Hi, Nico.
My screen is really black, guys. Don't worry about it. It's just explain loading. We're waiting. Okay, I've just reread all of Zibo's messages. I think what we need to do is we need to check the climb page, the cruise page, and the descent page.
Yes.
What we'll do is we'll save a couple of flight situations in between as well if we need to go back. And then we'll take our screenshots and we'll obviously have it on video. I just need to clean my screenshot folder and make sure we got a clean folder. And then obviously if anybody else notices anything else that's inappropriate, out of place, not right, now's the time to make it known.
So, where Zibo has said the descent speed should be below decimal 7,
Yes.
does that mean setting a low cost index?
Well, we only fly on 20 when I test, so I'm not sure. We can have a look at that as well. Because, I mean, 20 is going to be more than 0.7 anyway. We'll have to see.
Can't just get my head around which way around it would be, but that'd be one way to tweak it. Unless you just set it manually, of course.
Well, you see, there's my descent page, Paul, and it says 715.274.
That's the crossover then, yeah?
But that's contrary because it's 715 there, 714, look, commanding 0.7. And there, as it's gone to the 274, look.
Mac, this doesn't make for a good stream. You showed me something privately, so perhaps we should look at that later.
Sorry, gentlemen. I'll shut up.
Good evening, you all.
Evening.
Evening.
Evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Are you testing something special, Mac?
V-NAV.
V-NAV.
Nico's doing a stream at the moment, so
okay.
Log in there. It's all the same thing.
Yeah, sorry, didn't realize I was on live.
It's okay. Can't believe this thing takes so long to start up, man. Takes forever. Hello, Steve. Welcome. All good, all good. We're just waiting for this potato PC to get going. Looks like it's still going. You just have to be patient. There we go. I should have spoken up earlier. Yeah, man, this hamster, the wheel was turning, but the hamster was almost dead.
Nico,
Yes, sir.
Zibo said you should test the route with the calculated descent speed below 0.7. Does that imply that you should not manually set it to below 0.7 and do something else so that it calculates it itself to be below 0.7?
My understanding is we're going to do the flight as normal and then see where we're at and what's happening, okay, to get everything on video. Then I think what we're going to do is do a load of a safe flight situation, which you're going to help me remind me of, okay? All right. And then we're going to start manipulating this thing to see where it goes to, what it does, what it doesn't do. So that's my understanding is we need to check, and because of what Max said, we're going to check the climb page, we're going to check the cruise page, all the speeds and everything. We're going to check the legs page, we're going to check the descent page. And then once we get to top of descent, the problem that we have right now is the moment you get like within a mile of top of descent, the V-NAV path changes to full scale deflection with 10,000 foot high immediately. And then V-NAV path is messed up. So that's where he wants us to then look at the speed. He wants to know, is it in indicated airspeed? Is it in Mach? What exactly is happening there? And then obviously the values of those readings. So that is what we're going to do.
Excellent.
All right. And lo and behold, we've got our frame rate back.
Woo.
Woo. Yes, we can say that.
Hello, Cap. My name is Linda.
Hello, Linda.
I am your first officer today.
Leeds Bradford information uniform. 1700 Zulu weather. Wind 0.
Still seem to have a little bit of a handbrake when I look around in the cockpit here. You know, somebody's still pulling on the handbrake, but the FPS is okay. It's usable.
Arriving runway 14. Departing runway 14. Advise on initial
Come
contact
back to I. Right. Okay, before I forget, let's just check that I did do the FMS name and XML name in the file. Yes, I did. It seems so. Right, let us connect the iCars. Definitely least get some brownie points. I'm not sure what's going to happen when we start doing the replays with the ACARs. I've never tried it. We'll find out soon. Okay, that is that then. Sweetly. Do this. Alright, where is Navigraph? Navigraph tells me for the first time in a long time we're going to take runway 10 right because of the winds. And let's quickly check 1089, 1089, 1112. That's perfect. We'll flip them over for now.
Arriving runway 14, departing runway 14. Advise on initial contact you have uniform.
It's it.
Leeds Bradford information uniform. 1700
All these plugins and add-ons. I'm doing it exactly as I did it today, just in case.
Sky clear. Temperature 16.
Stands in.
Area QNH 1027.
Should come closer.
Runway 14. Departing runway 14. Advise on initial contact you have uniform.
There's the flight. The only difference with this flight is instead of taking off to the north, we're going to take off to the south, and then Paul, we're going to then come back onto the course there by Paul Hill, just for your information. Okay.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Small things.
Exactly.
Sky clear. Temperature 16.
Einstein played with molecules. Never forget that.
Area QNH 1027.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Advise on initial contact you have uniform.
All right. Yeah, we'll have a look, Steve. We'll see what happens. And Thunder, thank you for that message. Right.
Leeds Bradford information uniform. 1700 Zulu weather. 080 at 9. Visibility 4
Let's see. Payload. Lack of light.
Area QNH 1027. Arriving runway
That's not bad.
departing runway 14. Advise on initial contact you have uniform.
Ground flight deck cruise is connected.
Nice time of the evening to actually do this flight. It's getting to dusk. Are you guys noticing the time the sun sets and gets up in the morning that it changes? Are you actually noticing it?
Oh, very much so, yes.
I certainly have.
Okay. Yeah, no. Get that one.
Advise on initial contact you have uniform.
Nights are drawing in quick.
Right, a route.
Leeds Bradford information uniform. 1700 Zulu weather. Wind 070 at 10.
Oh, you know what? I made the push back to the wrong side because I was still aiming at 32. I just realized I made a mistake. I'll have to redo that.
QNH 1027. Arriving runway 14. Departing
We
runway
want 14, so we need to push the other way.
contact you have uniform.
Why RNAV? No, man. LS. Then,
Leeds Bradford information uniform.
It's a pub.
yeah, I know.
100 Zulu weather.
Just had to confirm. Thanks, Mac.
0 at 10.
Double confirm now.
Sky clear. Temperature 16. Dew point minus.
Right, so
Area QNH 10.
let's step through this, baby.
Arriving runway 14. Departing runway 14. Advise on initial contact you have uniform.
Well, we don't have much of a cruise. Hey? We've got like less than 5 minutes, I think, or 5 minutes maybe.
Yes. Interesting. When you've got yours set in, can you tell me where your top of climb is roughly, Nico?
Yeah, we'll have to have a look. Once it's in, once everything is configured, we'll have a look again.
Yeah, yeah. Because I did notice that the expected top of climb is quite in a different position to what
Ground
the
flight deck
Simbri
fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
If you
Okay.
look at the OFP.
Okay.
I think that departure keeps you at a fairly low altitude, doesn't it, for a while?
Yes, it does. And I think this is where Simbri doesn't take that into
Yes.
determining its top of climb.
Yeah. As a matter of interest, let's see quickly. I can show you this. I'll refresh the page, man. Bring it to this side. Right, let's see if I can show you this. Right, there's the dispatch. Sorry, the chart. It keeps us below 7,000 and above 3 and then 3.5, and then at Pole Hill we need to be at 7. So there are quite a few restrictions there.
Knee bar is where the restriction ends, isn't it? Is that one there, the one before it? Oh, Pole 7 as well, yes.
Yes. Right. Oops. Finish. 9 and 4. Deep descent. Yeah. Alright, okay, so I'm not going to bother with that short runway and all. We'll light and all, but let's keep it right then.
Ready for pre-flight procedure. Trim up.
So top of climb is just after Digma.
Right, now according to my sim brief, the top of climb is 15 miles before Digma.
Okay, we'll check mine now because I've got a different departure now. So give me a second. Let me just get the actual weather here. And 1027. 027. Let's go check my one. Top of climb. There's my top of climb. So it's also, no, it's not CROFT. Yeah, it's way before Digma on, sorry.
Yeah, if you look at the second column of figures and the bottom one, that's the mileage to your destination. So if you look at my top of climb, and mine happens to be 150 and Digma's 135 away from Dublin.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, according to Simbrief, my top of climb should be even before Digma. It should be before GUNTU, which is the one there already. So okay, well, that's just FYI.
Yeah, just for information. Yeah.
Oh, come on. 28. There we go. Right, and we said we... Yeah, before we do that, let's just run through all of this.
1700 Zulu weather. Wind 090.
Here, you can stay up, man.
Visibility more than 10.
You can go off. Right, let us...
Area QNH 1027.
Captain Hudson on the fasten seatbelt sign. We do ask that all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt. Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until all carrying items are properly put away, all overhead bins are closed, and all passengers are seated.
Leeds Bradford information uniform. 1700 Zulu weather. Wind 080 and 9. Visibility more than 10. Sky clear. Temperature 16. Dew point -22. Area QNH 1027. Arriving
Ground to
on
cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
advise on initial
Ground to cockpit. Toes driving up.
Before start procedure. Did she not listen? Oh, she did, but she's reacting. Oh, that's something I noticed, and I don't know why it is. You're going to see, she...
wind 080 and 9.
Hold on.
Visibility more than 10.
This morning when I did this flight to test it, she was reacting like a minute or two after I spoke to her. So let's see if she's fixed now.
Arriving runway 14.
Before start.
Advise on initial contact you have uniform.
There she does. I don't know what happened. Why is she so out of sync?
It's almost as if she's got a blank look on her face this morning.
Yeah, it's like
External checks are
the
complete.
Prozac
All
was too
doors and
strong or
exits
something.
closed.
I don't know.
Connect.
1700 Zulu weather. Wind 090 and 9.
You won't believe it.
Visibility more than 10.
Just as I'm trying to speak to her, my controller lost the connection to the buttons again.
Area QNH 1027.
Ah,
Arriving runway 14. Departing runway 14. Advise on initial contact you have uniform.
Before start procedure complete.
Thank you, you slow.
Ready for before start
Person.
checklist.
I had to think quick. Right, okay, we're done. Let's quickly get this guy to come and do his story.
Visibility more than 10.
Is he there already? He's actually there already. Sorry.
Dew point -22.
Right, okay.
027. Arriving runway 14.
There's the nose lift. Okay, we're almost ready to go.
On initial contact you have uniform.
Okay, the toes connected. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback. You can start engines when ready.
Leeds Bradford
Start number 2 engine.
1700 Zulu weather. Wind 0.
Start number 2 engine.
Visibility more than 10.
There we go.
Clear. Temperature 16. Dew point -22. Area QNH 1027. Arriving runway 14. Departing runway 14. Advise on initial contact you have uniform.
Starting number 2 engine. Starting number 2 engine.
Ooh.
25 and 2.
Leeds Bradford information uniform. 1700 Zulu weather. Wind 080 and 9. Visibility more than 10. Sky clear. Temperature 16. Dew point -22. Area QNH 1027. Arriving runway 14. Departing runway 14. Advise on initial contact you have uniform.
Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Leeds Bradford information uniform. 1700 Zulu weather. Wind 080 and 10. Visibility more than
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
10. Temperature 16. Dew point
Disconnecting tool. Standby.
Area QNH 1027. Arriving runway 14. Departing runway
Were those climb and descent speeds the same there, Nico?
25
they
and
were.
2.
Leeds Bradford information uniform. 1700 good weather. Wind 090 and 9. Visibility more than 10. Sky clear. Temperature 16. Dew point -22. Area QNH 1027. Arriving runway 14. Departing runway 14.
The tow is disconnected and the bypass pin has been removed. Hand signals on your right hand side. Take care up there. We'll see you next time.
Starter cutout. Engine start procedure complete.
You gone quiet, Nico?
Information uniform.
I muted the mic. I'm sitting here talking. Right. Paul,
Yeah.
I was answering you, and I did answer you about the speeds. I see that it's the Mach number seems to be the same right across the board. The only difference I see is the IAS speed in climb and descent is different, and then also the format is different, where the IAS is first with climb and then Mach second. Those are the discrepancies that I noticed.
That makes sense. And presumably slight differences in the atmospheres at departure and arrival might explain the IAS.
Yep. Right, brakes done. Let's go. I'm not going to bother with the clock tonight because we're not going to use it. Sorry, Mac.
I think the QNH at departure and arrival
Taxi
there's no
lights
more
on.
than about 1 in it, Paul.
I wanted to. This morning it was in fact exactly the same. 1029.
Yeah.
About the temperature, Mac.
Yeah, that can change. We'll check.
I mean, it's a minor thing.
Leeds is currently 18, Dublin 16. And QNH is 1027 at Leeds, 1026 at Dublin.
Shouldn't make much difference then.
Yeah.
Before takeoff procedure. She heard. Before takeoff procedure. Sounds like she heard. Now she's going to do it twice. But I don't hear her. She doesn't speak back to me. I have no idea what she's doing.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete.
See?
Ready for before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff procedure.
Nice steep uphill there.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
On runway 800 feet remaining. Flaps.
Stabilized. Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Yeah, once I'm ready for takeoff, but it's a bit early now. We'll do one, but we worried about there at the top just before we do the top of descent. That's the important one, Steve. But I'll do one. I'll make one just now.
Ready for before taxi procedure.
Oh, Sulawena.
5 set.
Apologies for being inattentive, Nico, but what was the Mach on that descent? It's what I was intending to look at, but I got
694.
that works nicely then.
Advise on initial contact you have uniform.
That's interesting. Yours is much lower than mine, Nico.
Rob.
On runway 14.
Bradford information uniform. Hundreds when
What sort of fuel load have you got, Nico?
more than 10.
Currently 5.1.
And what sort of cargo? What?
13 something. I'll tell you now.
Okay, that can make a difference.
13.7.
Okay.
Toga. Let's go.
Stabilized. Takeoff thrust set.
Here comes the humps.
Not too breezy for you this evening either.
Well, we've got a 7 knot wind and I am kind of rolling with the ailerons into it to just try and keep center line and kicking a little bit to the right there. You see, now she doesn't talk to me. I'm looking outside instead of looking at my instruments.
Throttle hold. V1.
See, she's doing everything like 2 minutes after the fact. I don't know what happened to her, Oswey. Something very strange has happened with Linda.
Now, do you want to do 2 save points in the climb, Nico, or what?
You know what? I forgot to do it just now because I was now freaking thinking about something else. Let's do one immediately. There you go. There's the first one. So what we'll do is we'll do one. We're climbing to 28. So let's do one at around about 24 again, if we can remember.
Okay.
Flaps 1 set. Approaching transition. Flaps up set.
That's rubbish. Give me a second, let me just check this. As far as I know, what the hell?
Transition altitude.
Okay, there we go. I had to refresh my page now, so give me a second. I was thinking maybe that's an altitude restriction, not a flight level restriction, and then I couldn't get my chart up, and then she said transition level, and I noticed we are there. So it's a flight level 070 limit, so we're okay. We can be on standard. Okay, exactly what it says there for us. So cool. It's bright. Right, for those of you that joined us late, this is a test flight, so I'm not really going to look outside that much. I'm more interested in what you see right now. And also for Zibo's sake, this is what we're looking at. So we're going to look at that page at various stages and make sure that we can see all the PFD and ND and FMC at the same time. So Mac, answering your question again, I think let's make the next one, like I said, at about flight level 240. Okay, so it's just before top of climb, and then we'll do 2 of them in the cruise before we get the top of descent, just in case.
Your cruise altitude?
280.
Yeah.
Get ready, Paul.
Yeah, if you look out of your left window, I shall be waving.
Well, I'm going to throw some cookies and, well, biscuits, whatever you want to call it. I'll throw some, so...
That makes a change, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's raining sweets at Warm's tonight.
Does the place look familiar?
I'm trying to look at those clouds and I'm thinking they look like flipping little meringue bubble things or something like that.
Yeah.
That's the next town down the valley. We're just underneath you.
Okay. All right.
Bombs away.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually that was Todmorden. Yeah,
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Look, the cookies are coming down with a parachute, so just check where it lands, go fetch it. I mean, I tried. Alright, that's a nice view.
Some height.
You okay, Uncle John?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank
Flight
you.
level 100.
I'm watching.
Landing lights switches off.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Cool.
Thought you were dying, John.
I miss that.
You coughed so loud that we thought something was happening with you.
I do apologise.
Can I give you a little nudge, Nico?
Do what you need to do.
Right, you've got no time in cruise, so how about doing some descent planning now?
Yeah, that's a good idea. You've got all the information there, so there's no problem in doing that. Okay, next page, forecast, uplink. execute. The only thing we'll check is just the QNH. It was correct just now, so we'll just check that again. Right.
I forgot you'd got this automated. Sorry.
No problem. Good reminder. I'm going to leave
26, is it?
Yeah, it says 26 still.
Oh. Oh.
Come on, you tease.
Dublin Airport has gone MVFR.
We don't care. We land anyway, even if we can't see.
You've got 10 kilometres or more, but cloud's broken at 1400 feet. You can.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not always that I can use auto brake 1. Today is the day.
Okay. Can we have the climb page again, please? Thank you.
That's 291.
Yeah, /.694.
0.694. Right, now go and have a look at your cruise page for a second, Nico. Please.
694.
Okay.
I'm just going to make a note of what the crossover altitude is.
Yeah, quite sensible. There's disagreement between the indicated airspeed and the climb, and there isn't a cruise, I think. That's what I want to look out for.
We'll keep an eye on everything. And there's Escobar again. We had a nice chat on the Zibo community group about Escobar the other day.
I wonder if the conditions have changed and you don't get the problem on this flight, Nico.
Yeah, that'll be my luck.
Right, you getting ready for another save point?
Yeah, let's do it now. Sorry, thank you. There you go. Done. We said 24, so we kind of missed it. Anyway, it's still before the top, so.
Yeah.
To level off.
1,000 to go.
I suggest another one. A couple of miles after you got past the top of the climb as well.
Ready for descent procedure.
Save point. If you've got plenty of save points you can use. What's the climb page say for Nico? Quickly? Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah. Well, you can always go back and look at the video, Mac.
No, your cruise limit speed, Mac number, is a lot lower than mine was this morning.
I don't know what mine was, but I mean, that is definitely less than the Mach 0.70 that Zibo was asking.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And another thing that is different, Nico, is you've got a headwind there. This morning, I think I had a tailwind.
Okay.
Look, yeah. If you look at the conditions I'm flying in, I've got a tailwind. You've got a headwind.
Ah.
That's interesting.
Right, I'm going to do another save now, and then we'll do one just before top of descent again. Okay, so we've got 2 in the climb, 1 in the cruise already, and we'll have another one in the cruise. Do it just after this waypoint, so we've got some track miles to gather ourselves if we have to reload here.
Your wind's changing though, Nico, now. Look at it.
Now it's a tailwind kind of, yeah, from the back at least.
Well, I am a few miles forward of you when I had that tailwind.
Okay, so we've got our 4 flights over here. That's all we need for now.
Approach top of descent.
Here we go.
So just for interest sake, that is the descent page, so it is less than Mach 0.7.
You could probably change that to descent page there as well, yeah.
It'll change automatically, no it won't.
It will, but still. I've just made written notes here as well. So for the guys that joined late, basically what happens is just before top of descent, you'll see the actual V-NAV path bar come up on this side, and we'll be 10,000 foot high above it, just one time in a second.
I have a feeling you're not going to get it because you're below 0.7.
Well, that could be, but then that's when we go back and we increase that CI, or we change and fiddle with the numbers ourselves. See, look, it's there. See, now we're actually above it. But isn't that what it? Yeah, that's what happened. We were 10,000 above it.
There you go. Yeah.
Hello, John. No, that's exactly the thing. That's what happened as well. For some stupid reason, I just got confused for a second. But no, that's exactly the situation.
Right. Now, I don't know whether you want to do anything more, but one way that I managed to resolve it this morning was to go back to the init index and go to the init ref page and re-put the cruise out in. Now, whether you want to do it at this time or do a replay later.
No, there you go. No, I've done it. So the moment we refresh the cruise altitude there in our perf init page, it's like it fixes the V-NAV path. But now the aircraft wants to climb.
Now you've got to deselect and reselect V-NAV.
Now I want to actually see what happens now. Give me a second, because I know you had to, and I'm very well aware of that. I just want to see if mine will follow it or if I have to recycle it as well. Nope, you have to recycle it. So there you go. So you have to recycle the actual V-NAV, and then it seems to follow it. Then it goes down. John, it's going well. Busy testing. Looking at a couple of options here, checking what's happening. Right, let's go look at the same thing again. Okay, now speed has changed from 694 to 689, but the indicated airspeed is still 274.
Yeah. So it's now actually commanding indicated airspeed, not Mach.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it did that above flight level 270. So, unless I've got bonkers, the crossover altitude should be much, much lower. So on the way up it was flight level 248, and I was expecting something broadly the same on the way down.
Yeah.
Very well, very yes. I'm thinking I'm going to have to go back to an older version of Zibo, where we had no questions about the V-NAV business at the top of descent, etc., and see what the differences are. Notice you're struggling with the speed to get the descent. You may have to throw some anchors out.
Well, okay, well I can pull. I wanted it and then I stowed it away. I really wanted to, so anyway, then it's just go chase it a bit.
Because BAGSO you're supposed to be down to 10,000 feet, is it?
Let's have a look.
10,000 or below, I think it is.
Yeah, it says so. It says so. Then you look. Hmm.
12 miles to do about 10,000 feet is asking a lot, isn't it?
Well, if you look at the vertical speed on that descent page, it's saying you should be doing about 6,000 now to get there in time.
Yeah, exactly. So that V-NAV path isn't correct, is it?
Nope.
It's ignoring that 10. So I'm wondering if the problem is that flight level 10,000 business. Remember I reported the one the other day where that 23,000 interfered with it.
Yeah.
Now I'm wondering whether the 10,000 is also interfering with it.
Could be. That could be the very thing that you've been hunting the whole day, Mac.
Well, I did try deleting that 10,000 restriction. And it didn't make any difference when it went through the top of descent. It still messed up.
Where it talks about whether you're high or low on your vertical deviation versus what it says on that side is also east and west difference. So we were like 16,800 feet instead of below 10,000.
Yeah. Now, if the top of descent should be in a lot earlier, I admitted we lost a little bit descent because we were messing around, but maybe the top of descent and top of climb are too close together. The true top of descent.
Well, when Zibo worked on the top of climb, top of descent calculations yesterday, he could have put the comma in the wrong place again or something, you know, typo.
Yeah.
Zibo, I'm sure you'll find it. He probably knows already where it is. He's probably fixed it already.
He's probably hiding and he's probably got a secret watcher watching us now, Nico.
No, I trust that he's watching us now.
So just out of interest, what was the distance from your top of descent to BAGSO?
I have no idea.
It was near a waypoint, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, mine was near LELDO.
That sounds familiar. So how far from LELDO to BAGSO, mate?
Hang on, let's have a look at my OFP. LELDO is 118 miles away and BAGSO's 66, so 66 off 118, about 52 then, Paul.
Alright, to lose how much altitude?
From 28 down to 10, that's 18,000 feet.
That's
it's
a big
about
loss.
Right.
I don't know. Depends on now.
It's a big ask, but it is. If
Possible.
you take 3 times 18, that's 54, and I said 52 miles, so it's only with it.
So the top of his head's roughly in the right place then, in other words?
It appears
roughly
to be,
speaking.
Yeah.
Roughly speaking.
But the descent path isn't right.
In which case it could be misreading speeds.
Yeah.
The faster you go, the steeper you drop.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, not the steeper you drop, the quicker you drop.
Yeah, quicker you drop, yeah.
That's the difference between your English and my English, because I knew exactly what you meant.
Well, your English must be great because you understood my mistake.
Yeah.
Are you now coming down to 8,000, aren't you, Nico? See your descent V-path, vertical speed now is commanding what, 1,180? And yet you're still dropping at 2,000.
Yep. It was 1,780.
Knows it's going to level off to hit 10,000 though, I think.
Yeah, it's going to just slow down.
Yeah.
Tell you one thing, it is so weird to land from the other side at this airport. I'm just not used to it.
I don't think I've ever done it.
Oh, that was another thing. If you look at that, the chart there, Nico, for where you're coming in. You're doing the direct. Yeah, we're doing the short one, aren't we?
We're doing
Flight level
bags
100.
2 Zulu.
Landing lights
That's what we're
switches
doing.
on.
Right, yeah, you're doing 2 Zulu, not 2 Romeo. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Ah, yes. I was looking at your green banana there, Nico, but you've got 3,000 set up, you're not 8.
Yep.
I confused myself there, sorry.
No problem. Sure.
That's quite pretty.
They put all those cotton wool balls out to dry for in the sun.
I mean, looking out the front's good, though.
Yeah, it is. Wonder what it'll look like in 12.
Yeah. I've been resisting commenting on some of these Facebook pages and some of these comments. I have to almost bite my tongue and my lips and keep my hands in my pocket just not to get involved.
It's too early because it's all what ifs. We don't know yet, do we? And I mean, yes, some people have got access to it, but they're under an NDA, so they can't talk about it.
True. Hello, Christer. What gets me is all the bashing that happens. My sim is bigger than your sim, and I think, oh, come on, man. Grow up.
Mind you, that's just what the media wants, isn't it, from the marketing point of view?
I suppose I'm gonna check what my approach course needs to be. Right, 97. Okay, so that at least is correct. Through Crester, way too stressed out.
Approaching transition.
Absolutely correct, Steve. Absolutely correct.
Flaps 1 set.
Mac, when did you start flying Explain?
Before the Wright brothers had taken off.
Ready for approach
No,
checklist.
before 11 came out.
Is it?
But prior to that, I'd only owned FSX, you know, the FS
Yes.
series.
Yeah. I started
When
flying.
No,
Okay.
carry on.
All I wanted to say is I started flying Explain 9. And you know what caught me always? When you did this, you go outside and you look like this, okay? You never had the feeling that the aircraft was flying. It always looked as if the aircraft was stationary and the ground was being pulled underneath it. It was the silliest look. I used to sit here and I think to myself, no man, that's not right. The aircraft must fly over the earth. But the perception I had was terrible. It was weird. But I still enjoyed flying Explain 9. It's just, it looked funny. It really did.
FSX, I got really cheesed off with it. It
Flaps
wasn't realistic enough, and I gave up flight simming. And then when the hype started about Explain 11's going to come out, and if you buy Explain 10 now, you'll get a free license for 11.
Mm-hmm.
And I hopped on board. And also my work, I was away from home, travelling and all sorts of things. I couldn't have done
Localizer
it in those
capture.
interim years.
Glide slope capture.
Not to have kept in touch with it properly.
Mm-hmm.
That cloud's looking quite low, isn't it, Nico?
Mm-hmm. No problem, Steve.
1000 to level off.
Okay, once I've locked the flight for the VA, I just want to do a replay, or not a replay, a reload. And I want to just change the CI. I want to try and get the Mach speed above 0.7, okay? So that's my next step in this flight. Just land, file it, and then go back, try the CI.
Okay. Sounds good.
Right in the milk. No, you can send me a friend request. I don't mind. I've only got one friend there anyway. There's a whole story behind that. For many years I didn't accept any friends requests or something in there because I used to work with people that had access to it, because you know, in our spare time we used to play Steam games together. And then what happened was they started a rumor that I didn't work during the day. So I blocked everyone and everything to see what I'm doing. It's private. I don't want anybody to go and gossip behind my back when they don't know any better. So well, I've only got one person in there.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing. Flaps 15 set.
Here's the runway.
Flaps 30 set. Ready for landing checklist.
There's another thing. I'm also thinking out loud. John, that's exactly what I'm thinking of now. I need to go check what my current Steam name is, because at some point in time, and this was during the days of Battlefield, my son was old enough to start playing it on his own, and he actually took my name Skymatix. So I need to go and check. I swear I don't know what it is right now. Best is contact me on Discord. Let's see what we can do, because I honestly don't know. I'm gonna lie to you if I give you any information regarding that.
I'm taking it Reynard's got his own name now.
No, he's still using my name. He's still using Skymatix. So, guys, just FYI, if you ever play Battlefield or Rust or anything and you see Skymatix come past, ain't me, it's the boy, it's my son. if he kills you, it's not me.
Approaching 10 right.
So the question is, did your gameplay improve since he took your name?
Oh, much. No, he's very good. No, I'm not a tenth of what he is in his capabilities. No, I mean, I'm too old for that now. My reflexes and things are just not what it used to be like 20 years ago.
So he's making you look good.
Oh,
great.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
200. Minimums. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use.
Nice, speed go.
Yeah, we just reverse idling now. Actually cancel it. Let's go to the end there. That was sweet.
60 knots.
2,000 feet remaining.
Yet. Great landing. You are professional.
Thank you, Linda. I don't know what happened to her in the beginning. It's like she's caught up with the time between talking and doing. She was a bit slow getting going. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
Thank you. Right, yeah, that was super.
After landing
Since the
procedure
second
complete.
runway is open here, Nico, you know the runway 1634, that's virtually just become a taxiway at the moment.
Yeah, they'll probably do as with Lisbon, you know, and Johannesburg also. They just use the spare runway as storage space.
Approaching 3-4.
Flaps upset.
I don't know to be funny, my wife's more pretty than she is. Nothing wrong with Linda, but man, my wife's really much more pretty.
Has definitely got more character in her face than Linda has.
It's all the Botox.
There's much more warmth when you look at Nico's wife's face than there is.
Yeah, true that. We did it already, Krister. But we're going back. We're going to fiddle with it now. Then you'll see the rest. We just have to log this flight for the VA quickly, and then we're going to go back and we're going to test again. We're going to fiddle with it a little bit.
It's something that seems to be peculiar to very few flights, Krista, in particular this one, because when it gets to the top of descent, and what happens when it goes through top of descent. Very few people have reported a problem in the org store. I've done flights where I've had no problems.
You mean the org forum?
Yeah, sorry, org forum.
No problem.
But as soon as I did this flight, I had exactly the same problem, and John has had it, Kevin has had it, I think it was Kevin.
Yeah.
And it's repeatable,
shutdown procedure.
but we haven't worked out why.
Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Right, so let's do this. Let her just finish her little procedure and then we're going to go reload it. And while we're going to do that, I want to actually show you guys something as well that I have picked up here on Discord that not a lot of people know about this. So I'm going to show you something. Okay, while she's busy, let me actually show you. Right, so you know when X-plane crashes or when you move the Zibo and you get that message here, do you want to reload the auto save flight? Okay, you can only press the button once, then the screen goes away, right? So if you want to try and reload it, because I see what happens is if you click that screen over there, the FMCs don't usually load for some reason. Okay, so if you go to save and load situation, there's the load button. You see load auto save flight. We're not going to use it now, okay, but when you get that big notice on the screen, you click it once and the aircraft didn't load properly, this is the reload for it. So just come here, next page. Right, so let's go back to that one. Yeah, there's a general problem, Krister. That's part of what we're testing. There's a general problem with the V-NAV calculations and stuff at this time. And again, as Max said, it's not every route. We just happened to discover this one, and that's why we're doing this stream, so Zibo can get all the information.
Now, that where you say you're high on restrictions during descent before transition level, presumably you're talking about. We've just had the same problem, Nico, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because you remember about the descent to BAGSO?
Exactly.
Engine start procedure complete.
1,000 to go.
Approaching transition. Transition altitude. TARA mode set. Ready for descent procedure.
Zibo's hinted to us that it could be something to do between having a Mach number above 0.7 and below 0.7.
Yeah.
But we think it's a little bit more involved in that, because on this flight, Nico's Mach number was 0.694.
Right, okay, so I've pushed up the CI to 100. So our target speed in the cruise now is 0.783. Okay, so it's definitely above 0.70.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens now. What? I didn't touch anything.
What's up?
It kicked the command A out.
Yes, it did that to me when I reloaded it. This rolling. Now, whether that is something to do that's going on in the background when we do the save point,
Don't know.
because of this problem that we're getting near top of descent, I don't know. whether it's related to something in the
Oh
crew.
no, look. When it reloaded, it didn't put... Oh, it's bloody Linda. She's interfering, look. What an idiot. I'm gonna smack you, woman. Look. I'm gonna snooker her now.
1,000 to go.
She insists
Out
on
for
being on the
procedure, find a
APU.
What an idiot. Let go. No.
Fire hands behind the back, Nico.
Wait.
All commands and checklists aborted.
Bloody woman.
1,000 to go.
You see, now we are in trouble. Hold on.
1,000 to go.
Ready for descent procedure.
Don't touch.
She's after the get.
All commands and checklists aborted.
Yeah. Now you shut up. Sit still.
That was funny.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Look, she's staring at that console there where the APU is, like she's paid to do it. Look.
She's ticked off.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Right, you've just altered again, so what's your cruise speed now, Nico?
I've altered it. I've put to 100, so let's see. 0.783, same again.
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah.
As long as she doesn't bark, Krista, I'm okay. She can watch and stare at him. As long as she wants.
And what's your descent ones now, Nico, out of interest?
Let's have a look. Yeah, let's go there. Show you guys. Well, zoom out just a little bit. Can you guys still see that? Is it still readable? 783, 330.
Yep. See, that's 330. Whereas last time it was 274.
Yes. Well, I've got the CI of 100 now, Mac.
Yeah, but the descent speed I wouldn't have thought would
change that as well. We'll see.
60 knots.
Yeah, the top of the descent should be a bit later, and then you put the nose down steeper, I think.
And if you look at it, the top of the descent is later now. Look, because
it
it's
is
nearly,
much later.
Yeah.
Means you get your paying punters there quicker, doesn't it?
Right, well now it would be interesting to see what it makes of getting to BAGSO. If you notice, Nico, that right currently you're doing 0.78, but it's showing an AIS of 310. Now, if you go to your descent page, where would 330? You'd be in the red.
No, just below VMO. Just
No,
below.
That's 320.
Oh,
330.
there's 30. There's 3. Oh, sorry, you're right. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Sorry, you're right. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
something in that calculation is wrong there at the moment.
No, Mac, no. The plane descends at Mach until you get to 330, and then the 330 takes over. It's not the equivalent speed at this altitude.
That's actually true. Sorry. You got me there, Mac.
Yeah, but it changes. It's been changing to AIS very quickly. You're right though, Paul.
Well, let's see.
There we go.
There we go.
10,000 or full scale above.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter whether you're above 0.7 or below 0.7, the deviation is there.
But it is slowing down.
It's not putting the nose down, is it?
No. Not sufficiently. No.
It's not putting the nose down.
Well, it's going down at 1950, but the nose is almost level on the horizon.
Yeah.
Mind you, it's trying to lose speed at the moment.
No, it's increasing
now
again.
Now it's increasing again, yeah.
Yeah. Now it's a retard. Look, it's a retard.
Yeah.
I mean, having to throttle up when it should be descending quicker. It should be putting the nose down instead.
Yeah. Christer Zibo worked on these calculations yesterday, so we're guessing that it's just a typo again. That's all it can be. But that's why we're doing the test, to point it out to him.
Yeah.
Now this time,
look at the vertical speed that it's asking for to get to the next waypoint.
8,000.
Yeah. It's never going to make BAGSO for 10,000.
it's just crossed over as well at 2.4 something, which is what it was on the way up. I know it was different numbers, but that was the crossover.
Yeah.
Didn't do it immediately, or almost immediately, like it did the first time round.
Not trimmed down at all, is it?
John, to answer your question, I am from South Africa. Mac and Paul are from the UK, and Zibo is from the Czech Republic. Thunder is from the USA, and Erwin is from the Netherlands. And that's everybody that's sitting here now.
Canada, Nico. Canada.
Canada. Sorry, man. Sorry. Okay, you win.
That's okay.
I know it's North America somewhere. Sorry, Thunder. Apologies. I hope I didn't insult you now for some reason. I don't know, but anyway.
Not at all. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah. It is actually. This thing totally bonkers, man. Well, there's not much more we can do. I think Zibo's got all the info. You couldn't watch it. Zibo, good luck, my friend.
Nico, you're scratching your mic somewhere.
Yeah, on my collar again. Apologies. Good luck, Zibo. Enjoy the coding. Shout when you're ready to test again, and we'll go take it for another spin. I don't know what to say else. We've done what we could do.
Or if there's anything else you want us to test, you'll have to shout out.
Yep.
Yeah, that was enjoyable.
Yeah, cool. It's busy catching up. It's reducing the V-NAV path deviation again.
How's it doing that all of a sudden?
No, I've set the speed down to 250 manually and then pulled the speed brake.
That's it,
Yeah, forcing it down a bit quicker. Because, I mean, now we're doing about 6,700 foot per minute descent, where if we are on V-NAV, it's 1,650 to 1,900. Deviates between those two.
It's not getting it back, though. It's still staying on that high path.
Yeah, but it's reducing. It's at 6.5 now, where it was at 9,999. So it is reducing.
Slowly.
It was much better on the previous cost index than here.
Yes. Yeah.
There's something weird, and I don't know what it is.
It's somewhere in the coding. Only Zibo will know. I'm just glad we found a route where we could discover it and look at it and, kind of keep it in us. Like I said, there's like no specific reference by any user about this problem, yet we have it. And that other guy in Discord is the closest. And it's not specific, but it could be related.
Yeah. But the daft part about it is, you would suggest if not many people are finding it, Nico, that it's not a generalization problem.
Yes.
So it has to be something specific to this route, perhaps.
Yeah.
Now, what is odd about this route? I can't work it out.
I don't know. No idea. And just for the record, for the viewers and you guys here on Discord, this is an actual validated route from Eurocontrol. This is not something we just dreamed up. This is an actual, genuine, real-world route, validated and all.
The other thing I was going to suggest, Nico, is how about if you would go back to and do an RNAV approach, so that we were using a completely different approach path. So the restrictions might be totally different.
Well, the only difference an RNAV approach is going to have is after that transition, if BAP, the 10,000 foot limit is going to be there, the 8,000 foot restriction is going to be there, it's same old, it's not going to change much.
Flight level 100.
Yeah, because
landing lights
all
switches
the
on.
stars are all the same, aren't they?
Yep. Uncle John.
Yes, sir.
Did you have your dinner?
I did, thank you. I need 1 minute with you before you disappear, Nico.
Okay. Well, level change is not even trying to recover. Let's go back to V-NAV. Good night, Krister. Have a good one.
There, your V-NAV path is coming in now.
Mm-hmm. Slowly but surely.
Approaching transition.
Getting nice and dark now.
Seems like once you hit the approach phase, everything starts to work properly. It's just in the descent.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is why we've been...
Transition level. Ready for approach checklist.
That's why we've been having problems. We don't understand. Well, I don't understand it. I'm not saying that.
That's not a good option.
Flaps 1 set.
Pressed the wrong button. Oops.
Flaps 5 set. Localizer capture.
Right.
Glide
Let's
slope
get ready
capture.
for this landing.
up now.
Mm-hmm.
Radio altimeter.
Flaps 15 set. Flaps 25 set. Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing. Flaps 30 set. Ready for landing checklist. Taxi lights on.
Look at the approach lights there on the other runway is already in place there. Look on the left. The approach lights.
Oh, yes.
The rails are running.
500. Cleared to land runway 10 right.
So this is new scenery you've got then?
No, it's the boundless one from last month that they released.
Yeah, the light, some of the lights were there. It's just that they've got. There's a whole load of vehicles parked up and down there, isn't there?
Yeah. You can't really use it, but it's interesting that the lights are working.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Yeah.
Speed break up. 80 knots.
It was not a pretty landing, but it was soft.
V1. Rotate.
I actually struggle to get the balance between the ailerons and the pedals now. I'm sitting in the pitch dark blackness. The only light I've got is the screens in front of me. And it's... Oops.
Reverse
I don't
unlock.
need that.
60 knots.
It's weird. It's like...
Yeah.
Any sensation.
Great landing. You are professional.
Hey Mick, and welcome. I hope you come back soon again. Stable, yeah, who cares? Whatever. The other one was better landing.
Stabilized.
I like these kind of streams with the head scratching and the
Yeah.
thinking about air and stuff.
Come on. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
Yeah. Let's just go park up and we'll say good night to you all, and you guys can go rest as well. It's time for me to sleep. Everybody switched lights off.
3, 4.
In bed. I'm the only one still awake here, so it's about time. Thank you everybody for watching, and thanks guys for being here on Discord and so on with me. All your input is really, really appreciated.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Uncle John?
Yes, sir.
I'm almost done, then we can quickly have a chat before I go.
I'm not going to keep you. It'll literally be 1 minute.
Okay.
You need your bed.
Good evening, Nico.
Owen?
Then have a good evening.
Thank you so much, you too. Zibo, if you're watching, good luck, sir, and have a good evening, you too.
If he's watching, he's fixed it.
Probably. Yeah, he's gonna wait until I get in bed and then he's gonna release it. Watch. Anyway, we'll see. Dankie Rob, jy moet lekker aan toe ook hoor.
I think this will take a day.
I'm surprised if he's been watching. There's been no comment in the dev room asking you to do something.
Nah,
so
he is. I don't know.
I know he's busy. Yeah.
We'll see. Right. Okay. Well, that's it. So, shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Get them lights out.
Thanks, Mick. See you next time. Just do that and then I'll bid you farewell. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, Nico.
Good evening.